everyone, this is Dr. Daphne here at HealthFit.
This is Dr. Kevin.
And today we're going to go over a desk setup for home because a lot of our requests have been, hey, what do we do when we work from home and we want to have a good setup? So here we have Dr. Kevin, and he's sitting at his desk. This is what the usual typical homes would look like you're sitting at your dining room table or something like that.
And you'll see that these chairs are pretty normal, something that maybe you have at like the dining room table. So we wanted to have something that would be most like or more similar to something that you have at home that maybe we'd be able to utilize and help you as well too.
Right. So ideally your desk setup should be pretty neutral. You should be able to look at your computer screen straight on like Kevin is doing right now. You shouldn't have anything looking up or down. In terms of hand placement, directly in front of you. So nothing super high so that your shoulders are super hiked up or super low that you have to kind of drop down. Okay, so this is a pretty good position. It's not exactly 90, but it's enough for him to have his shoulders relax. And so we get a lot of questions about back pain with sitting as well, so it kind of depends. Ideally, when you're sitting well, you should sit completely stacked, so hips and shoulders are stacked on one another. Ideally, sitting tall, you're not slouched down, and then looking straight ahead of you. But, like all things, we don't want to stay in one position for too long. So if you're in this extended position for a long time, you might have some discomfort. Or if you're slouched for a long period of time too, that could produce a lot of discomfort as well. So in those cases, we're going to do two different ways to sit.
There's definitely variations in how people tend to sit for long periods of time. And so being in this upright position may be better for some people, whereas maybe you need a little bit of that tuck. Now we don't want people sitting like this because that's not going to be conducive to overall good posture, but also just staying in this position for a long time can get aggravating to your lower back because you're kind of stretching it out. There's a lot of pressure here, your hips. So again, first and foremost, as Dr. Daphne said, changing positions is really important, but if you're going to have to sit for a long time, these are some of the things I want to focus on. So if you find yourself having to slouch a lot, or you find yourself slouching, you're kind of like resting, sinking into your seat, then having a towel and placing it at kind of like the lower back region allows it to kind of fill your natural curve here and provide you some support.
You can also use a pillow as well because that's more comfortable for you. Kind of tuck it behind you because sometimes that might feel better too. And then see how that feels because if that works for you, that's great. And kind of play around with positioning too, like where in your lower back you need that support.
The normal chairs maybe at home don't have as much cushion. So having something, a light cushion underneath, whether it's even like a towel or a small pillow, could be helpful to alleviate just some of the pressure here at your sit bones. And then also, again, having this to support your back as well. Now, of course, what Dr. Daphne was saying about keeping where your hands are, that's a little more challenging when you don't have armrests. So the best bet for that is to actually have a chair that provides you with armrests.
There's also another way to sit. So if you're finding that, this is starting to hurt your back a little bit and sitting in a too upright position, you can kind of slide the pillow under your sit bones. So Kevin. So right there, and kind of see how that feels. And that way, one, it gives you some cushion on your sit bones and you have a hard chair. And two, it allows your back to kind of go into that tilt that we need to kind of take the pressure off the joints. And so depending on what you feel and depending on what you need, this isn't ideally your typical desk setup at home because not all of us are going to have this ergonomic desks and things like that. If you guys have any questions or comments or think of anything, please go ahead and leave a comment down below for us.
Or just call over at HealthFit. We'd love to hear from you. Take care.
Thanks guys, have a great day.